yellow rice, baked chicken, and seasoned white potato for lunch. My first time having this lemonade. Pretty good. Now that was good. What are y'all eating for lunch? Well, I'm gonna feed you if you haven't ate. There's always some good fruit coming out of here. We're gonna go to Kings chapter 7. It's another consecutive chapter. It goes on and on and on and on. It's adoring of the temple. The adoring of the temple. The building of Solomon's house. House of Lebanon. But Solomon was building his own house 13 years, and he finished all his house. Period. He built also the house of the forest of Lebanon. The length thereof was in 100 cubits, and the breadth thereof 50 cubits, and the height thereof 30 cubits, upon 4 rows of cedar pillars, with cedar beams upon the pillars. And it was covered with cedar above upon the beams, that laid on 45 pillars, 15 in a row. And there were windows in 3 rows, and light was against light in 3 ranks. Period. And all the doors and posts were squared with the windows, double period. And light was against light in 3 ranks. Period. And he made a porch of pillars. The length thereof was 50 cubits, and breadth thereof 30 cubits. And the porch was before them, double period. And the other pillar and the thick beam were before them. Then he made a porch for the throne, where he might judge, even the porch of judgment, double period. And it was covered with cedar from one side of the floor to the other. Period. I'm going to stop at verse 7. I just read Kings chapter 7 all the way from 1 to verse 7. It's another consecutive chapter. It goes on and on and on and on and on and on. And it's the adoring of the temple. And like I say, you always can come in here and get your own. Just my interpretation that Solomon was building his house. And his house was, the house of the Lord, which is all the houses that get built always be the house of the Lord. And in Solomon's house, it was more like for what it was. It was his house, and he built it, and he built also a place that he can be a judge, and he can call out judgment. So never forget that we all are Solomons in some sense of a way. And we all can build our house, our temple, in the name of the Lord. And God will give you the authority once you build your house. He will give you the authority to become a judge. And he will give you the authority to become of judgment to cast out. What are you a judge over? Your house. Where is the house? Well, this is God's world, so he gives you authority. And the judgment, what's the judgment? The judgment is whatever the judgment is. So no one knows what the judgment is until it's time for judgment. Just my interpretations. So always remember that this world is God's house. So if he gives you authority and you build a house that's in his name, then you can become whatever you want. You can become king, queen, prince, princess, whatever. But always do it in the name of the Lord. And if you do it in the name of the Lord, he will give you all authority. He won't give you all power, because if you had all power, then you'll probably be a deranged person out here doing some deranged things. So he won't give you all power, but he will give you authority as long as it's within him. So always remember, God love you, Jesus love you, so do I. You're worthy, you're eternal, you made in us. And who is us? We God's people. And always remember that people are watching. Even if you don't think that they're watching, they're watching. And they're only watching because they want to see the great things that God is doing for you. More or less that they want to see you fail. There's some out there that want to see you fail, but there's always, remember that there's always more for you than against you, that want to see the great things that God have done in your life. And some people can see it right away. They can see a big change. And like also myself, like I see a big change in myself, and I see a big change in a lot of people too that I'm became friends with across the social media world. And it all starts about the way that we speak and our language, and then the confidence in it. I see a lot of people are getting more confident in the way that they speak and the way that they deliver their messages, and that's always great, because you're always supposed to advance in the kingdom. You're never supposed to stay at the same levels. You're supposed to always advance. And like I say, as long as you give them eye contact and keep your chin up and your shoulders squared, there's not one person in this world that won't look at you like you don't belong. So always keep your heads up, all right? And whatever you eat for lunch today, have at it. If you haven't ate, go eat, so you can get balance in your mind. And don't let that rooster crow on you 3 times, all right? Nobody told Peter. So at the end of the day, we all in this together, and we gonna make it. I promise you that. All right. So don't forget your water. Don't forget your lemonade, your fruit, and don't forget your coconut water. Yes, Miss Freedom. God is real, and look at the creation. Yes. And Blur Night, you're not sure if Jesus is real? Well, I mean, myself, I never seen my brother Jesus, but I can tell you the things that he has done for me and the situations that he has gotten me out of just by me calling on his name. So if that helps you out, maybe you can understand that there's other people that can give you the right direction, that Jesus is real. I truly, solely in my heart, believe that he's real, and I believe that he died for me on the cross. And maybe you just haven't gotten to that place where you called on him with your whole heart and for him to actually show up yet. Yes, Sanchez, let him know that Jesus love him, and that's just my whole thing. I'm just here to tell y'all that God love you, Jesus love you, so do I. And it's just, if you believe it or not. It's all about belief. He said, just if you believe in what my son had done for you, that would be good enough. A lot of people refer back to James, they need works and all that. True enough, you still have to put in the work. And the work of it is, what is your purpose? Like, what is the purpose of you? What is the purpose? Did you find purpose in yourself, God, the world? And what it all depends on where you put your purpose in your beliefs. I don't watch TV. I can't tell y'all the last time I watched television. I just recently started back watching television because of sports. Sports. But in any other time, I don't watch television. I don't let my mind get filled up with so much that I miss God's word. I don't let my thoughts get filled up with so much that I miss my brother Jesus coming by and just doing just the littlest thing for me, and so that I won't say thank you. You know what I mean? And then, so it all depends on where you put your purpose and your focus also. Well, anyway, like I said, I got this good lunch. I just went to lunch, so I need to eat because we got a couple more hours. And I was just sharing that with you all. Kings 7, I read verse 1 through 7, and it was just Solomon building his house. And we all got to remember that we all are like Solomon. We all can build a house. You know what I mean? So y'all have a good day, and I'll see y'all on the next one. All right.